The next 5 videos are going to talk about making part scores. Let's start with the difference between linked parts and extracted parts. You can find your linked parts here by clicking Document and going to Edit Part, and then clicking any part score you want to edit. So let's say I want to edit oboe 1. Great, now I'm looking at the oboe 1 part score. The advantage of a linked part is that it is connected to the full score. In other words, any update you make in the linked part will automatically update the full score. So let me show you what I mean. If I add an A here, and then I go back to the full score by clicking Document and clicking Edit Score, that A, as you can see when I zoom in, shows up in the full score. Likewise, if I put a C here and I go to the linked part, that shows up here. So that's an advantage. A disadvantage is it is harder to make changes where there's a difference between how something looks in a part score versus how it looks in a full score. And that sounds a little bit in the abstract, so let me give you something more concrete. If I change the tempo marking here and I want to make it a different size, well, now it's going to automatically assume that I want that tempo marking size to be smaller in the full score. And that's not what I want, right? Because this is a very large piece of paper. This is 11 by 17 paper for the full score. And my part score is 8.5 by 11 size paper. So this is where an extracted part can be an advantage when you want something to look different in the part score versus how it looks in the full score. So let's talk about how to extract parts. You go to File, and you can click Extract Parts. When you pull this up, it will probably have every single window selected, or yeah, every single checkbox selected, I should say, except for this top one. But let's say you only want to work on 1 or 2 part scores at a time. You want to click Check None, because otherwise it's going to automatically generate all these parts and open every single one of them if this box is checked here. So I only want to work on oboe 1 and horn 1. So I've clicked both of those, and now I'm going to hit OK, and it's going to create these as separate documents. And here they are. So now, if I were to change the tempo marking in my oboe 1 here, and this make it a different size, now it's size 14, but as you can see in the full score, it hasn't changed it from the size that it is. So we've successfully changed our tempo marking in the part score without needing to change the tempo marking in the full score. So check out the next video, and what we're going to discuss is layout, multi-measure rests, and note spacing.